When you first saw the sign at the mall, were you thinking Steelers?
Oh yeah, I'm always thinking Steelers. Yeah.
Larry Geer may be laughing, but he's not kidding. He's about as big of a Steeler fan as they come and always has been.
So my grandfather kind of got me into the Steelers. So I spent a lot of time back there and around Paula, Vandergrift, Ford City. So you can blame all my Steeler stuff on him.
Larry doesn't live on Pittsburgh Steeler Drive, but I bet you've seen his scoreboard on the north side of New 82 in Howland. Every game the Steelers play, Larry posts the score.
You know, I've done it every year. Even when I was sick, my wife would put the score up, or my son would come up and put the score up. But I've done it for at least 25 years.
That's on one side of the yard. On the other, this light-up sign that's one part homemade and one part from the old Stephen Barry store.
I worked at the Eastwood Mall and they were tearing some of the stores down, and I talked to the guys and I got some of the letters. So I got the big S's and one T and E, and I made the EL in that E. So I've had it about 12 years probably.
You made some of the letters yourself?
Yeah, the letters were made myself on some of them.
How do you do it?
I just took some tin and made the sides on them, cut the plexiglass out and the pattern from the other ones. They were taking them down and they're going to throw them away. There's a place down in Springfield, I think it is, that makes signs. And I think they were the ones doing it. And they said, oh, we're just going to take them home and scrap them. I said, well, don't scrap them, give them to me.
That's not all Larry has made. Take a look at his basement, the ultimate Steeler man cave, and a true labor of love.
And I was working and I had fallen off of a press, and I used to do cars. I used to love to do cars. And I couldn't do cars anymore. So I started with this hobby of collecting Steeler stuff. So this is my car down here. My son had bought me one banner, a Steelers banner. And that was for the other side of the basement over there. And I told him, I said, boy, it'd be really cool to have all the teams.
Now look at the place. Everything from beer cans to lights to figurines to bar stools. Larry has the unique quality to see an item and transform it into something unique.
Most of this stuff came from flea markets.
Yeah.
I collected for years, and I would see something, and I try and get things that I like. Nothing the values and, you know, the big value stuff or autograph stuff. It was just stuff that I would go to the flea market and I would see and I think, okay, it's different, and I would pick it up. And that's how I got most of the stuff that's down here.
For Larry and his very understanding wife, it's all Steelers all the time, from the top of the flagpole down to his dog Lucy. So I thought I'd wear the orange and brown to see if I could get under his skin, but he's a little too classy to fall for that.
Did you notice I wore my Cleveland Browns color?
Yes, I noticed the brown stuff. It's like, and that's fine. Everybody has their teams. And I have never knocked anybody about their team. I figure everybody has different likes and dislikes. And that's the way I am. My daughter's a Dallas fan.
It's not just the team, it's the game itself that fuels this fire, and that scoreboard has become an important part of life for some.
I always have somebody say that when they find out who I am, oh yeah, I know you. You always put the score and stuff up, or always put the flags up. I said, yeah, that's me.
And while Larry is getting older and may scale back on the flags and the banners in the future, when the score is final, Larry will be out there, whether it's raining or snowing or the dead of night.
And I've always put the score up whether they win or lose. I mean, for me, I like the Steelers, but if they lose, they lose. It's like I don't have anything invested in it. I don't bet on the games or anything like that. So I put it up. I'm not real happy putting the losing score up, but I do. No one's messed with it now. I figure if they mess with it, I'll just put more stuff up. I don't care, you know. It's like I have fun with it. It's a hobby to me, and it's something that I enjoy doing as a Steelers fan. And I know a lot of Steelers fans enjoy it, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I do it. I just enjoy the game. I'm not one that gets into the statistics of the game, you know, with all the yards and all that, who's the best and who's that. If they win, they win, and if they lose, they lose. I just enjoy watching the game and have fun with it.